I want folks to know, and I understand part of Tomlin's criticism that he receives in Western PA is he's too loyal, he's too this, he hung on to Matt Canada too long. Name me other coaches that leave the tree and then plant and then blossom elsewhere. Name another one. Haven't been to the playoffs, haven't won the game, haven't done this. All he does is just have winning records. And I totally get that they want to win a championship, want to go. They'll even take, an AFC championship game like the old days with Big Ben, right? They'll take one of them. And I get it. I totally understand it. And at some point, I guess that may overtake what I'm talking about. But I wanted to talk to a 13-year veteran, a Pro Bowl caliber veteran, okay, in Patrick Peterson, who is
Hall of Fame type player.
Been part of playoff seasons in Arizona, and won only one game. Lost last year in Minnesota. He got one and done by Daniel Jones last year. So he's been with rookie head coaches like last year. He's been with multiple head coaches in Arizona. Okay. And he's been with old school guys and other types. And I just wanted to talk with him about what was Tomlin like. And that's what TJ Watt told me when I saw him prior to the game against the Colts, and we had that broadcast meeting conversation on NFL Network. What's coach like? And he kind of looked at me like, why would you ask that question? Because you know the answer. The same. You hear that from everybody. The same. By the way, heard the same thing with both conversations with the Patriots that I had. What's he like? The same. Do the routine things routinely, which is his version of what? Wait for it.
Do your job.
That's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. I think, didn't Tomlin tell us he told that to George Pickens?
Yep. He did say that.
Do the routine things routinely.
Correct.
Unfortunately, the routine things are blocking for your running back. And not saying I'm afraid to become the next Tank Dell. And then Jalen Warren, however, showing how it's done against the Cincinnati Bengals. I forgot who he decleated. Yeah. But he did. He posterized somebody.
Jalen Warren plays angry.
I think he blocked for Calvin Austin III on that one. He blocked for a receiver. Ha!
Hey.
Go figure. But that's why I wanted to talk to Peterson about what's your role in backing Tomlin's play here with the youngins? Because, yes, it's a team game, right? It's a team game. That's why we love it. But that's a 13-year vet that has an opportunity to maybe make the playoffs this year. You think he's happy seeing somebody do the river dance over a defender rather than block that defender? Do you think he's happy about that? Do you think any of those guys are happy about that? Do you think that guy also knows that the one who didn't block is so insanely talented, coach has got to play him, and coach has got to buck him up too, and I've got to talk to him too, because he's going to win his playoff. He's going to win his games, if not a playoff game, if we get there? The answer to that is yes. And what has Pickens done since that day?
Like 8,000 yards.
You know what I mean? So, and Najee Harris, who fumbled in Indianapolis, he scored twice in Seattle. I mean, this is the stuff I wanted to take you inside about. And again, if the Steelers win in Baltimore and the next game after between the Texans and the Colts does not end in a tie, the Pittsburgh Steelers have a chance to make the playoffs. Again, their playoff clinching scenario coming into this weekend. They win, and the Bills or Jaguars then lose on Sunday. They are in. And if they win, and the Texans and the Colts tie, they're in. And if it doesn't end in a tie, they could still lose and get in. So if they win and the Colts and the Texans tie, they're already done. But Outside of that, they don't tie. They could still get in. If they win at Baltimore and the Bills lose to the Dolphins, which is entirely possible, they're in. And the reason why they are in is because they're playing a hell of a lot better. And I understand every single word out of my mouth. Pittsburgh Steelers fans are probably listening and saying, if he only turned to Mason Rudolph earlier. But he was too loyal to Trubisky or to what?
Which is weird because Rudolph been there longer.
I don't understand.
Maybe Rudolph hadn't shown that he should have been in that position.
I think Rudolph was here on our set and told us, give me a shot.
Yeah.
What was that, 2 years ago?
Yep.
Yeah.
And now he's gotten his shot to the point where I don't know if I think Pickett's like a healthy bench at this point.
Seems like it.
The dude got tightrope surgery to get back for this stuff. So, yeah. Guy's not perfect. I'll tell you what, man. You could do a hell of a lot worse. And I think the Steelers front office knows it. And he's full on non-Magic Johnson. He's going to be there. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.